else to the basement experience. Did I cut your hair though? Well, of course I cut your hair.
You did cut it a few times, but if
like
you
in
remember,
high school, or did you cut it? Or
no,
just
Tony
keep it
did.
low?
Tony cut it when I was in high school, but then when he left, I think I tried to do it like myself for about a day and a half. That was a disaster. Dad pretty much let me know that don't ever try to cut your hair. And then for a little while in high school, I don't know if you remember the spot Inez.
That's right. Yeah.
Went to Inez, but they had a real bad habit of leaving horrible razor bumps, on the back of your neck. And I said, now that I think about it, I really don't remember where I went regularly to get a haircut. I think I went to kind of like Inez or whatever. And then I had, clippers in the bathroom. And oh God, if you ever talked to Larry was the only one who ever caught me doing this. But I would go to the bathroom before school, try to get my hair done. But then I would get the clippers and cut it into shape because I had no idea what I was doing. So the hairs would never quite fade the way it was supposed to fade. So I was like, just get some trimmers and trim it up and cut it and it's good. And then I go pick it out and then it's all uneven again. And I got to do the same thing over and over.
Wow.
But he was the one that caught me. He was like, you literally cut your hair into shape before you go to school. I'm like,
I remember cutting your hair a little bit, but maybe that was more so when you came home because I had to cut it and fade it even when I was finger waving it and curling it. And I curled it like you had finger waves, and I curled your hair with the Marcel or with the curling iron straight.
Yes, that was the freeze curls, weren't they?
Yes, but I combed yours out a bit. Yours weren't all the way froze
because it was kind of like feathered out, so I looked like what's his name, old Chuck Berry or whatever.
Straight 5 piece, yeah.
Yeah, like Chuck Berry was it a Cadillac Records and everything?
Big Red, yeah.
So I had that thing going
on.
You had
your office hours posted, absolutely. Big Red.
Right. So I did like that one. Only thing was, like you said, the perm wasn't quite perming,
Perm was not perming, y'all.
No, and we tried flat irons and hot combs and everything else. And that's, I think probably now that's why my scalp is like, bruh.
Absolutely. What was your favorite high school hairstyle?
The favorite high school hairstyle was it was easily the finger waves. I did like those.
Fingers are hot. I can wear it to this day.
Yeah. The least favorite, however, I remember that those were the pineapple waves. I did not like those.
Why not?
Well, because it literally made my hair look like a pineapple. Mind you, I'm barely broke 100 pounds with this elongated head looking like, what's that thing from McDonald's, Mac Tonight, the moon thing? With pineapple waves. It looked like my head had malaria or something, or the measles or whatever. I was like, I don't know about this one. So it wasn't.
I mean, I get it, but I don't get it because every hairstyle you had was pumped up. The only difference with the pineapple waves were the little bumps on it. But yeah. I mean, I see that. I guess okay.
So it looked like my whole head had chicken pox, and I just didn't have enough body weight to kind of. I had to do it. My head was too skinny.
That is hilarious. I've never heard that. Okay. Well, if you grow it out now, it might be a different look. I'll be willing to hook it up.
Let's be very clear. The likelihood of me growing my hair out right now are like slim and none, unless you want to see this Jefferson thing, because the top will not grow. Everything else will puff out. Because I actually tried that once, got a hard bristle brush and was kind of like brushing it and greasing it and waving it and brushing it and brushing it. And I went one day without brushing it, and it was like, surprise! I was like, okay, so we're this is still a thing.
Okay, well.
So I'm pretty much, for me with hair right now, I'm pretty much at the point where I've just accepted my fate and I just focus on the beard. I mean, let's be honest. Beards are nothing but push-up bras for men, right?
That is hilarious.
So I can't
Speaking of which, I've never done this live. You know what I'm about to do? You know what I'm about to do? No.
Oh, dear God. Okay. Yes. You and your baby sister love that.
I look like my mother. Hold on, guys. I got too much hair.
You look like somebody's torturing you.
We're twins.
Well, see? you need a bit more gray.
Heck yeah.
I'm really mad that you're doing a dance. You're dancing with that right now. Like,
That's not
about something
not
that you had said too, the lace front fades.
No.
And second thought, I do think that is a horrible, 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 horrible idea because we have a little sister and we have a baby sister.
I missed the beginning. I missed that correlation. You said
if I have a lace front fade,
okay,
and Sherry sees that, the jokes
You're
would write themselves. Yeah.
I mean, I would be more concerned about Gabrielle, but that's me.
I'd have to get past Sherry first after she's like has about a 5, 20, 30-minute giggle and then just goes all in. But,
I'd be concerned about Gabrielle. And Ava wouldn't be too far behind. So yeah, but Sherry's gonna let you have it, no doubt. No doubt.
I do know they shave your whole head to kind of like staple it on. Not staple. What's that stuff they use?
They do. Adhesive,
masking tape, whatever they use, caulking, grommet, spackle, whatever. But they shave your head in order to stick it on. And I'm very, very scared that if I go bald right now, that's it.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. No, don't do it. Please don't. So this leads perfect. And Mike, I don't know. If you had one hair wish, what would it be?
To grow my hair long enough to have braids at least once. And I'm not talking like the Allen Iverson cornrows. I mean like, the long biking braids, down to kind of like, the back and everything, and yeah. Because I guarantee if I had braids, I would not be anything nice. I would find reasons to kind of like turn my head. What?
Oh my God. You would be so dramatic. You would be. You'd be very dramatic.
Sister, I would not be dramatic. But yeah, I would be very dramatic.
Yeah, you would be. Okay. I see an AI version. Send me an AI version this weekend. It'll take chat about 5 seconds to drum that up for us.
Yeah, I don't really need that kind of disappointment in my life right now, so I'm cool.
No, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna send chat a picture then, and I'm gonna send it to you, and I'm gonna laugh.
I just have Chat GPT do a picture of me looking like, a cross between me and like a rhino or something, or me and like a lion or a werewolf, because that's unbelievable. I do not want to Chat GPT myself and see a more handsome, successful version of myself. I do not need that kind of negativity in my life. Okay. I am hanging on. I sound like an alcoholic most days. Well, I just take each day one day at a time. I do not need anything like that. I'm fine. So I would rather see myself in some crazy stuff that would never happen. Like do a cross between me and an airplane or something. So I look like a transformer or something like that there. No, I do not want Chat GPT to show another version of me that's going to make me look at it for about 4 hours a day. Like, what did I do in my life? So I love you, sis. Hard pass.
Understood. I'll back down. I'll back down. Almost last question. If you were creating your most picturesque, your perfect salon scene in the basement, I'm doing hair. Who's down there?
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Probably, most likely Tracy and or Wendy from across the street. Probably Levita, because you got to have your homegirl down there as y'all chatting. So who's in the chair? Probably Kim, and I can't remember her last name, or Tiffany Lawrence.
Yes.
And downstairs would be, little sister just lurking around the corner. And then while everybody's down there, you got your music playing, you and all your girls, you got to like, you guys are vibing. You guys are having a good time. Sherry's over there giggling and getting involved. and then I just got to come down there to add a bit of just a negativity for it. So you actually yell at me and tell me to go away. You'd be like, I can't stand him. I hate stupid people. But that would probably be the perfect basement salon scenario because that was what I was used to. So just that whole setup, you, your friends, you got a couple people, somebody's in a chair, somebody's in a dryer, somebody's getting something, that they're relaxed or doing something over there or waiting to get in the chair. Something's going on. And it's like it was a whole mood. And what I remember most about that, just, you, your friends, and everybody downstairs, Sherry, everybody was having a good time. Like it was like the only thing that you didn't have was old men in the corner playing dominoes and hustle man coming in and selling everybody Nikes and burn CDs or something. But the basement had that.
Oh, we did have somebody. Oh, Ziggy started coming and selling CDs or tapes. It had to be tapes back then. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think he passed away. I can see his face just as clear as day. He was so sweet. But I think he passed away. His name was Ziggy. Yeah. Yeah. You remember him if you saw him. He was really cool. Yeah. Okay. I had to ask Chris what his name was. Well, thank you for that recollection. Huh?
Did you ever do any of my friends' hair? I don't think so.
That's a good question.
Oh.
Did I ever cut Larry's hair? If anybody, I would have cut.
Particular about his hair.
Yes.
Larry cut his own hair.
No, I'm cutting Eric hair. Yeah, definitely in college.
Yeah, I was gonna say college.
He had a regular report. Yeah, he had a regular report.
High school? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I could have seen in high school. Yeah. Very last question, and this is totally not hair related, but everyone is asked this. It's a part of my personal research. Some theories that I have, and I'm taking this time to get in the field and gather some more findings. What is the very, 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 very first memory that you have?
I have two memories. One is more like it's an early recurring memory, but I think the first memory I have is being a kid. I may have been like 6 or 7, but we were in the bedroom, we were in the room, and I was playing with my first best friend, and she had a white desk table or something. And I remember us, we pulled the desk out from the wall, and we were sitting behind the desk and we were drawing on the desk. And I don't know what we were drawing, but you just swore we were drawing Da Vinci and Picasso. So that's my first one. I think the recurring one, ticket.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
One of those super long receipts like CVS would give. Mom would
always oh God, we would have killed for a CVS receipt. Are you kidding?
That would have made that game so much better.
Oh,
but
man.
They had the old school.
We used to use the lottery. I mean, and that way we had to really just put all the drama in it because the lottery receipt.
It was the cashier because it was the old manual cashiers. And when it printed out the receipt, that's what it did. It was automatic.
Yeah. But I'm saying we used the lotto receipt to reenact that. So you used to have to pull that little receipt really slow. We used to use lotto receipts.
We used to use napkins, paper towels, and tear newspaper.
True. That part too.
And it was all just a receipt game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did we ever get a whooping?
So your first memory is at 6? Really? Like 5, 6?
It's like about 5 or 6. We were young. Here, put it this way: we were not on the house on Briarwood.
Well, both of those memories took place on Briarwood. I remember.
Not the desk one.
The desk one, yeah, because we were by the stove, by the stone. That's the drawer we used to use.
No, because it was the same place that you put your hand on the hot stove. That was not Briarwood.
Well, that's Akron. That's my first memory. But we did. I could barely talk on that. We did ticket.
So let's talk on that one there, if you like, because I remember that one very well. So it was a house on Akron. Mom was cooking. We had an electric stove. And we would always wait. If you had an electric stove, it's black, it heats up, then it gets like fire red. Mom's cooking and everything on it. And she gets done. So baby sis decided that let's just cut this on and see if it's hot, because it's a pretty glow. I mean,
it was so pretty. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
And I remember you got a stool and you stood up and you put your hand, and it was the weirdest thing ever. Exactly, because you said, and not only did you slap your hand on it with authority, but as it sizzled, you just left it there. It's kind of like most people like, ow, not you. You put your hand on it, you turned, looked at me, and just started screaming. You're like, ah! But you had your hand over there like Joan of Arc or something, like it wasn't going to burn. I'm like, okay. But I do remember that one very well.
Yeah, that's my first memory. Hands down. Yeah, I got zapped into reality quite intensely.
Yeah.
So that's the one time I shared my first memory. You shared it for me. There you go.
We should reenact that one too, as a matter of fact.
No, why would we reenact that? That is so not smart.
Well, people take, those pictures, the before and like 30 years later. Yeah,
Why would you want to do that?
It's a family thing. We could bond. I'm good. Never mind. I know that look. That look like that. One more time. Oh, no. You started. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience. My sister that I grew up with. Do the look.
No, that ain't the look.
No, because
I can't just do it off the top. That's
add more disappointment.
That's more. I can't just do it on cue. It's a genuine look of disgust.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and then conclude this. This has been a wonderful Hot Comb Chronicle, Hot Comb Conversation. I thank you for your insight into young Sammy Scissorhands and the basement salon experience. And you can actually come and enjoy a service at Rooted. We have an option for our gentlemen. It's not just about hairstyling. It's about the whole care of our head, scalp. We're going to have a lot of massage tools going on. There's aromatherapy, breathing exercises, lymphatic draining massages, neck, shoulder. I've got some custom things. Say that again.
Do you serve alcohol?
There will be champagne, no doubt. If I'm involved, there's going to at least be champagne. You are more than welcome to bring your own. And if I know you're coming, I might have a little something extra for you. I'm that girl.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about that, sis. I'll take care of that.
Okay, no problem. And there's going to be snacks there too. Of course, we've got to have snacks. So yeah, top shelf treatment.
Good. I have to unbig my back, so no snacks. But
they're going to be healthy, vegan, gluten-free. You've had those brownies before.
Are they the special ones?
They can be for you. For you, I will make them special. So there you go. So yeah, like snacks.
She means that she has a secret recipe with special ingredients. It's not what you think.
It's absolutely what you think. So yes, services at Rooted in Dallas can be enjoyed by our male population as well. Please check out our menu at rootedindallas.com. We will have our pre-booking starting very soon. We have an event coming up in Dallas the weekend of July 19th, 20th, and 19th. We will be demoing our wonderful luxury shampoo bed. Come through in the afternoon, see where the salon is. Look at the beautiful Halo waterfall. Come see all the bells and whistles. And that Sunday will be the inaugural event for the Bubbly Exchange. The Bubbly Exchange is a product swap party where you come in, bring in all those wonderful products you tried. It didn't work for you. What didn't work for you? Someone else might be loving. So grab a cute little gift bag, bring all those products in, swap it for something that you want. Get real-time insight from ladies right then and there who have used the product. Any products that are not swapped and want to be donated will be donated to a predetermined place. We've We're partnered with schools. We're partnered with shelters in Dallas and also foster care facilities. So come out. We've got our sponsorship recipients ready to receive. So come out, enjoy the community, enjoy each other, get some good products, get some good fellowship going on. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. Be sure to like and share all of our posts. And hopefully we will see you soon. Thank you for coming and be safe.
I actually have a business idea.
What is that?
Once you get set up, give you about a year, 2 years at best. I'm going to come down there and I'm going to open a taco truck and just have it right outside.
You should. You should.
I just thought of that. It's an excellent idea.